What's up, everybody, and welcome to Shapes of Gaming, the weekly conversational podcast all about video games that's unedited, unfiltered, and unhinged. I'm one of your hosts, Matt Stenson, Neo Charge on PSN, and joining me, as always, for episode number 37 is the Retro Gaming Encyclopedia, Bob Harriman, Leon Lionheartley on PSN. What is up, man?
I am doing good. Just getting ready for this fucking weather we got coming. I don't know if you heard about it.
Oh, yeah. I guess the entire U.S. is getting hit with a crazy winter storm. We're getting the edge of it, it looks like. But like the South and part of the Midwest are going to get hammered.
You know what? You know what we do? It's funny you say that. We go in the Midwest when that happens. We go to a bar or we stay indoors and we drink a bunch of beer and get hammered.
That's right. We do that here too. But yeah, we're going to get some snow. I'm excited. I'm actually going snowboarding Sunday. I'm going to Keystone. So hopefully we're going to have some snow up there and a lot of runs will be open. And I haven't been to the mountain in a while. I just kind of took a little break this last weekend, just kind of a decompression before or after the crazy weekend we had at MAGFest. So I'm excited to get back up on the mountain.
Hell yeah, man! No, that sounds like a wonderful time. I'd join you, but I don't have my boots. I don't know. Come up with it. It's not my scene, man. I'm sorry.
You got to join me once. What would you do? Would you snowboard or ski?
Can my answer be sit in the cabin and drink?
No.
God damn it.
Join me on the mountain just once, just to see how it is.
It would definitely be skiing, though.
Yeah.
You saw via my one wheel expedition. I have zero balance now in my life.
Yeah.
So let's go with the easy mode. We'll take a set of skis and we'll do the what's that South Park line? French fries pizza. French fries pizza.
Yep. It's when you're skiing, you go inward with them to stop, and that's the pizza, and then the French fries is to speed up. I guess I don't ski. Skiing is definitely easier than snowboarding. It's probably 10 times easier than snowboarding from what I've heard. But I'm just a big fan of the board sports, so I chose snowboarding. But other than that, we went to a brewery yesterday. We went to Voodoo Brewing, and we are actually drinking the same thing right now. One of their really awesome, I would call it a flagship beer from Voodoo Brewing, is called the Lacto Cooler. And Bob, in the 90s when we were kids, and did you ever have those Ecto Cooler? Like, I think it was Capri Sun spinoff or whatever.
You were close. I had plenty of them. It was from High C, the same people that did they came in the same boxes as their normal fruit punch shit that used to get.
Right. So yeah, this is the can for our audio listeners. It's really shiny, and I don't know if you can see like the sparkles on it, but it's really cool. This is the Lacto Cooler from Voodoo Brewing here in beautiful Colorado Springs. And it's inspired by the nostalgic childhood classic. This vibrant green beer gets its name from Lactobacillus, the bacteria that gives it the distinct sour flavor. Yeah, so sour, there's all kinds of science with sour beers. But for our audio listeners, if this goes up on video, which it should, but if you're looking at the video, it's fucking neon green. Looks like you're drinking something from a nuclear plant, and it's delicious.
Oh yeah, absolutely. This is one of the very few sours that I can really get behind. Yeah, I say sour, but it's really more like a sour fruit punch from the early days. It really comes close to that traditional Ecto Cooler. This thing is refreshing.
Yeah, the Ecto Cooler, it's themed from Ghostbusters, so Slimer is on the can. And yeah, High C did a thing where they paired with Ghostbusters and they had the Slimer slime green drink. So Voodoo Brewing made a beer out of it, and that's kind of my go-to when I go there because I love sours. And this beer is kind of special because it's part of the 4-pack that you bought me because we bet a 6-pack, 4-pack, whatever. It's basically a 6-pack because it's 24 ounce can or 16-ounce cans. They're bigger cans. But we actually bet a 6-pack of beer on if Wolverine was going to release, like just release in general. And I was like, there's no way they're canceling it. But, there was the leaks from Insomniac and all kinds of stuff. And you were like, nah, I think it's just canceled. It's not canceled, coming out this fall. So you said, hey, I might as well get ahead of it. And you bought me the 4-pack. And I gave you and Alex one. So, yeah, it's a great beer. And thank you for that. I appreciate that.
Oh, thank you. And totally worth to lose this bet.
Yep, exactly.
Mitigating losses. And it's funny because I really did think that there was a chance it was going to do a quiet cancellation. As we'll get into later, sometimes these things just happen. Things get close to the finish line, even up to, and then all of a sudden they're cut out from under the knees. Star Fox 2 is a notorious example of that.
Right, that's true. I mean, a big piece of our news tonight is relevant to that. But here's the thing. First party, PlayStation, Insomniac, and licensed by Marvel. They paid that licensing fee for Marvel already. There's no way they're going to eat that cost. And that's why it was just, I knew it was a slam dunk. I was going to get some free beer. So
if I may, how much do you think that licensing cost?
Who knows? I don't know.
Because
no idea.
Firewalk would like to have a conversation with you. Bungie would like to have a conversation with you.
This is Disney. This is Disney and Marvel.
I get that. But what I am saying is Sony can and absolutely will eat the hell out of a loss.
It's true.
If they have to. Push comes to shove.
But also that Insomniac leak, and I mean, is this spoilers?
Not really.
No, it's not. It leaked. They're setting up for a whole fucking X-Men universe. And this is the stepping off point. So, like, their development cycle was laid out till 2030s. So there's no way they're going to nix this. And I'm happy we saw more of it. I'm happy with what we saw. It's one of my most anticipated games this year.
Yeah, I look forward to it. So, I definitely be playing it. This is not a jab at saying that I think Wolverine as an idea is not going to execute, especially that trailer, dude. That thing got me. I saw that and was like, okay, you understood the assignment.
Oh yeah, exactly. It's gory, and we were all concerned that it wasn't going to be violent enough, but boy, oh boy, they said we're here, we're violent, and this is going to be a really good Wolverine game. Yeah. So I'm excited. Let's see. How's life been, man? We went to Voodoo Brewing. Other than that, anything new?
Getting back, finally got back to work this week after the holiday. So just diving right in. It feels weird. It was gone for almost through. It was like 3 weeks. And I'm not saying I turned my phone off and away from everything. I kind of passively watched things here and there. But I wasn't actively engaged with anything. I didn't respond to emails, no messages unless it was like an emergency. So I was completely disconnected from that. And to go from MAGFest back into the grind of being in an office, I'm kind of sad a little.
Oh, yeah, I bet. I'm back to work too. And yeah, man, having that post MAGFest bummer stage, it's just like I said on the last episode, so many lights and sounds and colors and just gaming shit everywhere. Everything is themed gaming. It's an assault on the senses for 3 full days, and you're around people you haven't seen in a while, and then you get back to basically just real life, and you gotta go to work. But we still drink beer, we still play video games, and we podcast for you all, which we love. So yeah, I haven't really been doing shit. I've been working, and that's about it. Like I said, I'm going to go snowboarding this weekend. Other than that, not a whole lot. And I've been playing a lot of video games, which we will be talking about on this episode. So as you can hopefully see, we're back on video. We'll see if this works. I don't know. We're just kind of testing it, and we'll see where it goes. But we eventually want to go on consistent video for you all. We're just trying to get the infrastructure built and stable, and trying to figure out the post-production stuff. So thank you all for your patience. We're trying to get on video. I know you want to see our beautiful faces, so hopefully you do now, and you can see how fucking green this beer is we're both drinking.
I don't know why the fuck you want to see my ugly mug, but you know what? Hey, get the people what they want.
I've had so many people say, when you go on video? When you go on video? I want to watch video. And I'm like, okay. Because I listen to a lot of audio podcasts. I listen to it driving, listen to it doing chores on fucking weekend, all kinds of stuff. I rarely watch podcasts, but we've been getting a lot of requests. So, and it's just a little bit more post-production stuff, and we're happy to do it.
Yeah, so. Absolutely. I don't know. Maybe my brain is wired in a funny way. Even the YouTube, because this is only going to be on video for YouTube, and even the videos that I watch on YouTube, I don't actually watch. So I listen to. It's video game history, some random theories, food theory, the old theorist channel. Shout out to the boy Matt Pat, the goat of the internet. And that's what I do. I turn on the TV so it hits the YouTube app or whatever they call that. Go, oh, there's one of my videos I need to watch. Boom, I'll hit it and then start working. And then I just listen to it while I'm doing whatever it is I'm doing. So I don't know.
Yeah. I watch a food channel on YouTube. It's called Beard Meets Food. Have you ever seen it?
No.
It's Beard Meets Food. And this dude, huge fucking dude, big old long beard, goes and does food challenges. This motherfucker eats so much food. I think he did a pizza challenge one time and he ate like 47 slices. Crazy. Yeah, it's cool.
Oh, that's
good
awesome.
Channel. Yeah, this isn't advertising or anything. It's just something I like to watch. So
yeah. No, it reminds me I wish I could remember the name of it. Had a bunch of prominent people that have gone on to do some other things like Jimmy Wong and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Or he was one of the people I watched back in the day, but there was one that was it was about that. It was just doing crazy food stuff, but it wasn't eating like 47 slices of pizza. They made an entire lasagna one time out of like sour candies.
Oh my God.
Why? Because fuck it, why not? Early YouTube was a wild, wild west.
Oh yeah, it was. Yeah, it was. So yeah, there's a lot of shit on YouTube, and we're on YouTube. You can watch the thumbnail of our album art for just our audio podcast, but now hopefully you'll be able to see video. And yeah, our Discord community is going well. We have social media. Alex is in charge of social media. Shout out to him. He's been posting a lot of good stuff. We have been streaming on Twitch a lot. Bob and I just played a couple games we're going to be talking about, and we have streamed them both. But thanks everyone who's part of our Discord community, who's subscribed to the podcast. And if you're not, then where do they go to find us, Bob?
Oh, that's a tough question. Pop quiz, huh? No, yeah. You just open up that favorite browser of yours and just go to shapesofgaming.com. You'll find our landing page with all of the cool stuff, or rather links, should I say, for just about everything except for merch. So you'll see our Discord, you see the Twitch, you see the places where you can hear us, and hopefully start seeing us more often. Come say hi to us, join the community, talk with us. Once again, go to shapesofgaming.com. And once again, thank you for all your support.
Yes, thank you, everyone that's part of the community. We're hoping to grow more this year, and maybe video will get us there. So if you like the cast, leave a rating. Ratings help on the podcast app or Spotify or however you listen to us, or YouTube. If you want to subscribe, do that. Or don't, and just enjoy our content completely 100% free. But if you give us a like, it'll help us grow. It'll help the cast, and it's kind of a win-win. You get good content, we get to grow, and you get to talk to more people about games on the Discord or wherever. So, yeah. A lot of news this week. So let's dive right into it. We'll do news, what we're playing, and I don't even know if we're going to have a main topic because there's a lot to talk about in the news, and we have a lot of thoughts on it. So, Bob, what do we got in the news?
And straight into it. No warm up. No.
Raw dog right in there.
Right in there. So let's go ahead and we'll warm things up with a smaller one for those that may be excited, particularly if you're a PlayStation fan. We got Marathon.
Yes.
Bungie's latest video game is finally got a release date.
Yes,
You can check it out on. It's been officially announced on the PlayStation blog, so you just go to blog.playstation.com. It is releasing March 5th. For $40 and includes a limited edition DualSense controller. I don't know if you saw this controller, Matt.
Looking at it right now, but if it's not Edge, I'm not really interested in it. But yeah, it's cool. I mean, it's white. It's gonna get dirty, but it's all right. It's not a lot of colors, just a bunch of white, green, and black. What do you think of it?
I kind of like it, honestly. I like the little bit that is in there with the color palette. It's like what was it, that Fortnite controller that they released 6 months ago? Thing looked like it had been thrown up on, and you just had a bunch of random colors splattered over it. Or looked like what is it, the middle school binder? You know what I mean?
Right.
No, this is like you said, all white. That neon kind of green with the black that matches the aesthetic and the art style of the game. And I like the little. I'm curious. I can't get in zoom in good enough on the quality of the picture here, but I want to see what I can read, because if you look next to the buttons, there's a little text, and I'm kind of curious what some of that says, but I like it. I think it looks really cool. If you want a nice new controller to add to your collection, there's probably this is going to sell to somebody. Sure. It's just like you said, it's not a DualSense Edge, and if it's not an Edge, I kind of don't want it. That control, the Edge has spoiled me, man.
Yeah. Oh, same here. I'm on that thing all the time. It looks like there's a Pulse 3D headset as well, themed with the same colors. So they're going all out on Marathon. We finally got a release date. We finally got additions. I am a huge fan of Bungie, as you know, and as you all know. I've spent most of it, like my most played game of all time is Destiny. So I played a shitload between Destiny 1, Destiny 2 PS4, and Destiny 2 PS5. I've probably put 3,000 hours into it, and it is and forever will be probably my most played game of all time. So I'm rooting for Bungie. They had some missteps along the way. Bungie is known for their stellar gunplay. I think this is going to deliver there, and hopefully they can stick the landing on all the other things that are required for extraction shooters, because there's a really good extraction shooter already out. So they're coming in with some pretty heavy competition, which is our creators. So are you interested in Marathon? Are you going to get it? Probably. I don't think you are, right?
I'm tangentially interested. The problem with Marathon, and it's not the extraction shooter genre. I'm actually really would like to check it out. But I've got two big problems. One, if I do get hooked, how much more time am I taking away from everything else? And secondly, I wish maybe there is somebody out there. Maybe you can look, and I might go check after this episode is we're done recording here. Is if I could get a taste of it, give me. I know there was the betas, but I left that for the fans, the ones that were really going to buy the game. Give me a demo. Give me the opportunity to do a couple of matches for free. Kind of like sell me on what it is, because I see the trailers and I think it looks cool, but I really don't know until you get your getting hands on it. So I'd be kind of I'm interested if it's a smash success, and maybe we'll do it as a stream. What about you, Ben?
Yeah, no, I'm not going to be playing Marathon. Like you, it's kind of a never-ending game, and I'm not really into extraction shooters. However, played a lot of Helldivers, same price point. Hopefully, the same games as a service structure. That's my concern. I'm definitely going to check this out on Twitch and ask friends that get it about it. But at a $40 price point, I hope the microtransactions and like the loot box shit is not prominent. Helldivers did it perfectly. They sold you a game, $40, then they kind of put all of the season pass microtransaction stuff in the background. And then they also let you gain the in-game currency that was required to get that. So if you played enough of the game, you could buy the pass. So I hope they stick with that same model. Because I hate it's not free to play, so I'm happy to see that. I just hate the free to play model now, where it's just deceiving and predatory, and even some games that you buy, they put all of the microtransactions and additional purchases, little micro purchases in your face. And they're like, oh, this is available. This is available. So it's in the background and they just focus on the gunplay, focus on the fun factor, and realize that you've already spent money on this and they're not nickel and diming you, that I think it'll be a success. It looks like the standard edition is $40. You get Marathon and 7 runner shells. Not sure what that means. And then they have a deluxe edition, which is $59.99, $60, 7 runner shells, premium rewards, pass voucher, 200 silk rewards. Not sure what all that means, but a lot of additional digital stuff in the game. Then they also have a collector's edition. I'm not sure of the price, but there's a statue and all that shit. I think it's like $200 or something like that.
Really close. It's on Bungie's store, so you can get it from bungiestore.com. It is the Marathon Collector's Edition. It's $230.
$230. Yeah.
Comes with a statue and everything. What'd you say with the skins and stuff? Or what'd you call them? Shells?
I'm
not entirely sure.
Runner shells.
Yeah. Maybe somebody else can help us, but runner shells sounds like skin to me. And then you said the magic words, which is kind of what, honestly, hearing that now probably is going to turn me off, which is you get the pass for free. You're going to ask me to pay for $40 to play the game, and then you're going to be like, oh, by the way, do you want to get some extra skins and stuff? You can't buy it a la carte.
Did the same thing. Helldivers did the same thing.
I know.
And we played the shit out of Helldivers. We played 100 plus hours platinumed. So it's just,
here's the difference. And this is just, we'll see. We'll absolutely see. I hope Bungie doesn't screw this up. But the difference between Helldivers and other games that have that, think Fortnite or whatever, and I played them all. Fortnite, the skins are in a battle pass, and guess what happens when that battle pass is on a limited run? When it's gone, it's fucking gone. So if you didn't pay for the battle pass and then play the game enough to complete the battle pass, you missed out on the rewards that you fucking paid for. But in Helldivers, if you bought the banner, the war bond, as they call it, the war bond's still there 3 months later because you broke you had to go to a funeral and then you had to go to a wedding and you couldn't get back to playing Helldivers. Arrowhead doesn't punish you for not being able to play the game because you already paid your entry fee. So Bungie, I know nobody at Bungie's listening to this, but please just keep that in mind, because that's going to be a huge turnoff for people that might be on the fence, like that fence.
Right. And that's what I'm saying. They have to stick the landing with this games as a service stuff, and they have to be really careful with it. They already had a slight misstep with the delivery, because I if you pre-ordered it on Steam, Destiny 2 started downloading. Just like, come on, flip that switch on the back end. That was a small oversight, you could say, but that's a beefy download. Destiny 2, I think now is like 120 gigs or some shit like that. But that was just funny to see. I was like, this sounds like an Onion article. Purchasers of Marathon on Steam get Destiny 2 downloaded instead. I mean, it's on the same server. So, someone just didn't flip a switch or didn't point to the right file, unfortunately.
Yeah, we're all human and we can err, but sometimes sometimes they're bad, and then sometimes you just laugh at it. I guarantee you, whoever it was that missed it, his coworkers had to have been like, "Let's go get a beer, and we're gonna laugh this one off." And probably got a cool, now has a cool nickname in the office.
Right. Yeah. So I watched a little bit of Marathon in the beta on Twitch, and I liked what I saw. I mean, like I said, they're gonna nail the gunplay. It's gonna feel great to play. It's just I don't have time for it because this game doesn't end. It's probably going to ask for a lot of your time, and it's coming out in a very crowded window, quite frankly. So I usually stick to games that have a beginning and an end, and I try and see them through by platinuming them.
That was a hard word, huh?
Right. Platinuming. I see it through by platinuming them and finish it, put it back on the shelf. So Marathon is kind of a never-ending game, just like Arc Raiders. It's a games as a service. So I'm not interested, but that doesn't mean I don't want to see it succeed. I would love to. It's a first-party studio. This is PlayStation's big investment. So I hope it makes PlayStation some money. And honestly, I hope Bungie, they're working on that Gummy Worms, codename Gummy Worms game, the Froggy game they call it, which who knows what that is. We might see that this year. Ideally, personally, and I don't know if this is for the interest of the business or in the best interest of making money. Personally, I would love to see them do Destiny 3, and I would love to see it 3-player co-op, story-driven, no games as a service, no online online co-op. But that's how Destiny 1 released in 2014. Destiny 1 released as a online co-op, 3-player, story-driven, complete package experience with expansions. And then, I don't know, around with Destiny 2, the Eververse came here and like it went free to play and they just went the Fortnite route, battle passes and shit. No. Take a step back, get back to your roots. Destiny 3, maybe 4-player, online co-op, story-driven, complete package, $70 game, no online bullshit. That's my pie in the sky ideal thing I would love to see Bungie do. It's never going to happen. When Destiny 3 comes out, it'll probably be like Marathon, $40, and the season passes and stuff like that, which I probably won't get into it. I like games that end. I like my books as a beginning and an end. I put it back on the shelf. So, but yeah, I wish them all the best. I hope it succeeds. I'm excited for people that are excited for it, and I'm rooting for them for sure. But I have no interest at all.
I imagine you want your books to end or your games to end. I imagine you're never going to watch One Piece.
No.
As the fans are screaming right now.
Yeah, you are correct. No.
Yeah. No, that's fair, and it's good to identify that early on. That's the problem, and that's why I'm kind of glad Bungie's doing me a favor and saying you needed $40 to play this game. Because you're right, Bungie makes really good shooters. I played the first Destiny, but I off-ramped pretty early on because you could see it was kind of rough. The OG, you know what it was, Matt. OG vanilla Destiny 1 was.
I was there.
Same here.
I played the alpha. I played the alpha, the beta, and I was there day one.
Yeah, day one for sure. So it off-ramped me, and then I got distracted and never got to Destiny 2. But they make good shooters, man, and I always like a good shooter. And you make it a live service that I can really dig my hands into. I'm happy for. I guess we'll see, especially because I don't like military shooters. I lived the military shooter life. Give me something cool, and this has got that I don't want to say sci-fi. I don't know what kind of art style. I don't know the name of it. I'd have to go look it up again, but it screams
definitely sci-fi.
Yeah,
and Destiny had a ton of space magic, but yeah,
that's a good way to put it. Space magic. But I'm talking about specifically like that art style,
right?
Not the genre. But yeah, I definitely would love. I would love to do this, but $40 when you've got coming right off the heels of RE9 hitting just a couple of weeks earlier. It's a tough ask, man.
This is March 5th.
Yeah,
that's like a week and a half later.
Yeah, a couple. All right. Are we going to fight semantics on couple again?
Oh, I don't. Yeah. No. Oh, a couple's two, right?
I would. I think so.
No, we don't have to. We don't have to get into that.
But yeah, right off of RE9, I'm going to still be balls deep in that one.
Exactly. Same here. I will probably play RE9 back to back multiple times, like I did RE4 and RE7 and RE8. So huge fan of Resident Evil. This is kind of a make or break for Bungie, I think, because if this falls flat, I think they're in trouble. And I don't want to see that. I want to see them be a prominent first-party PlayStation developer that makes bangers. So I think this is going to succeed. I think they backpedaled enough with the art stuff that I just think the gunplay is going to shine. It's going to be fun to play. And I think it's going to hold up this game. And if they continue to support it like they did Destiny, and they don't get too crazy with the microtransactions and gas bullshit, I think it'll be good. So I think they have a success on their hands. It's not going to be a 90 or anything, but it'll be low 80s, I'd say.
Probably. I'm expecting right around the 83 to 87 mark in that mid range. It definitely looks good, man. Like just don't put the battle pass as a pop up in the when you first launch the game, and let people naturally migrate to your, because you got to make money. Let people naturally migrate towards it. I think it's gonna be a great fucking game, and I'm really rooting for Bungie because I've been a fan since, well, I mean, quite frankly, since they were doing the Halo stuff.
Yeah. Don't have a fucking Kratos skin or a Nathan Drake skin. Keep your art style the same. Keep the art in the world that you've created, because I know you've created an incredible world with this game because you are world builders. That's what Bungie does. Just don't go Fortnite or Call of Duty and these crazy third-party skins. Destiny started doing that. They started crossing over, and the last big expansion, it's straight up just Star Wars. And I was like, just the Destiny story was based off of Star Wars. Like Gaul was Darth Vader, and like it was heavily inspired by Star Wars. So yeah, they should just stick with your own story. And these crossovers, we don't need them. That's just my personal opinion. So anyway.
Yeah, a little bit for everybody, but yeah, no, man. I wish you the best of luck, Bungie. Got anything else for them? If not,
we'll see in a month and a half how it does.
Yep. You didn't draft that one, right? That was
no.
All right.
Mason, I believe.
All
Let me
right.
verify.
Good old Mystic Mace.
Mystic Mace.
In this case, this is an Xbox.
This is an Xbox. Marathon is, this is an Xbox. Fallen Awake.
All right. Dang.
We have I Just Want to Make Donuts. Admiral Merp's Caleb's game is releasing tomorrow. That's going to be our first hit. We'll see how it does. So yeah. Draft's so fun.
It is fun. We'll give y'all an update here as soon as we get first blood, so to speak.
Yes.
All right.
Caleb's coming on and giving you an update.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Specifically Caleb. All right. Well, let's move on to this one. I don't want to leave on a downer note, but I feel like our last thing is going to be a chonky boy. So the God of War live action series we've known about for a few years and was officially announced to be in production finally has its Kratos. According to Deadline, originally through via Deadline, but has been throughout the internet now. I'm grabbing this one from Game Informer because I love them so much.
They're the best.
Yeah, absolutely. Deadline reports actor Ryan Hurst will portray Kratos. Ryan Hurst is known as the voice, if people remember, he voiced Thor in God of War Ragnarok, as well as a few other smaller movie and TV series, but really took prominence thanks to the TV show Sons of Anarchy. And I don't know about you, man, but at first, I don't want to pollute your opinion. Give me it to me real. What are we feeling on this one, man? Do you think they finally got a winner?
Yes, because he is familiar with the source content, and he is a gamer. Actually, he's played all of the God of War games. He did an incredible job in God of War Ragnarok as Thor. Am I interested in this TV series on Amazon Prime? No, I'm not. I don't have Amazon Prime, and I've played the game. They're rehashing the game. Maybe. I don't know. I watched the Last of Us on HBO. Didn't watch The Last of Us Part 2 or Season 2 or whatever. If you're going to give me a TV show based off the game, give me a new story. If you rehash the story I've already played and experienced in the video game, I'm probably checked out. Is this a step in the right direction for the TV series? Absolutely. I think it's a great casting choice. I think he can play the role physically, and he has a good voice for it. And most importantly, like I said, he knows the source content. He was there for the God of War. Was he there for the original God of War? He said he played it, and then he was actually there for Ragnarok. So get a gamer, someone that's familiar with the source content, and someone that can help the flow and direction of the TV series, aka The Witcher with Henry Cavill. How fucking awesome was that, right?
Fucking king of the nerds right there, man.
Yep, exactly. So give us a nerd, a gamer, someone familiar with source content. That's all I care about. If it's super, super good, I might check it out, but I don't have Amazon Prime. The only thing I have is fucking Netflix. I fucking hate all these subscriptions. It's becoming cable. You got Paramount Plus, you got HBO Max, you got Disney Plus, you got Peacock, you got fucking Amazon Prime. Like all of these, and they have ad tiers too. Like Amazon Prime, I think $13 a month, but you still have ads. No. I'm not dealing with ads on a paid subscription service. Okay. All I have is Netflix. That's it. Netflix is pretty prominent in the game-based adaptation stuff. But dude, Twisted Metal was on Peacock. What the fuck am I going to watch on Peacock? I don't have time for any TV shows or any video content because there's so many games to play. And that's just how I like to spend my time, is controlling my entertainment. I'm a big gamer. I mean, we started this fucking podcast about games, and I'm not going to subscribe to these services. I actually watched Twisted Metal, and I fucking bought it on Apple TV for $25 for the whole season 1. And I'll do that for season 2. I'm not going to pay a subscription. I did it for Stranger Things, and I have Netflix, but I upgraded to the 4K for Stranger Things. So, yeah.
Wait, what? You have to pay extra for 4K. You have to pay extra for.
It's fucking $22 a month for 4K no ads. Yeah, I have the $18 tier, which is 1080 no ads. But man, like I cancel my Disney Plus, I cancel my Amazon Prime. They just keep raising the fucking prices, and I'm voting with my wallet. I'm like, stop raising prices. I'm not gonna pay your shit.
Good for you, man.
Yeah, like, dude, I'll drop $70 on a video game, no problem. But I own it. It is about 60 to 70 hours usually of content, right? And it's something I love doing. I'm controlling it. And yeah, these subscription services, you don't own any of it. You're paying for a viewing opportunity, and that's it. So
that's fair.
I don't like it. Yeah. The subscription to PS Plus, I think I've already told my story, but I'm premium and I got grandfathered in for like $160 for 10 years. I'll do that. But once that's done, I'll probably bump it down to essentials because I'll just buy my PS1 classics. You know what I mean?
I'm with you. In fact, I'm on that boat. That's the exact same tier that I have for PlayStation because I'll buy it a la carte. And this is the fundamental problem that I have bringing this into the game sphere as well. This is the fundamental problem I have with the Game Pass subscription, just for me as an individual. Because if I'm paying X number of dollars per month and they say, we'll give you access to thousands of widgets, games, movies, whatever, I don't really care. Blowjobs for all I care.
I'd pay for that.
Exactly.
Phil Spencer comes over and just sucks your dick.
That's the gold tier. No, the problem is when they do that, it creates this FOMO, and then you're constantly on the tread. You're like, oh shit, that's right. I did that. I would downgrade my PlayStation Plus, and then like 6 months later, I'd upgrade it again because there'd be something that came out and it was on PlayStation. It was available for free through like the premium tier, and then I would play it, and then I would realize, why did I do that? Because I'd forget to downgrade, and then Sony would get another year's worth of my extra money, and then I go, and then at the end of the day, I realized I could just pay them and be like, "Go away, that's fine. I already paid you for hardware. You're already getting money every month for subscription. You're getting money for my games. Stop trying to upcharge me." It's like the damn Biggie size from Wendy's back in the 90s.
Right. I'm a big proponent of two things that are anti-subscription: ownership and quality over quantity. I don't give a shit if I have 1,000 games at my fingertips. Time is the most valuable resource we have. And, even like the Steam sales and everything, $2 game. But how much time are you spending on that? Like, is it going to be fun for that amount of time? I don't care about quantity at all. Everyone has different financial situations. Game Pass and all of these subscription services might be a better financial decision for you. But I'll tell you what, we have a lot of old games that, you know, hold their value and have tangible value. And with these subscription services, you don't own shit. And when you play the game and you want to go back and play it, if you don't have that service, tough. You don't own it. You're renting the license. So yeah, I'm a big proponent on ownership. I buy most of my games physically, and I have no problem investing in something I own and can hold and touch and smell. We all smell our new games when they come in. So yeah. Circling back, I probably won't watch this because I don't have Amazon Prime and I don't buy a lot of shit. I'm a big minimalist. I live with less, and as I just said, I have a huge physical game collection. I'm a minimalist, but yeah, I'm excited it exists. I'm excited for the people that have never experienced this story. I'm excited for the people that are going to watch this and then go play the game, hopefully. But, you know, I'm the age-old tale of the book's better.
That's fair. I will tell you, I'm really shocked. Actually, I'm not shocked that you don't have Amazon Prime. I have it here because I got, like, you can do the family. They might have made that change. My wife manages it, but that's one of the few.
They just kept raising it. I used to be a subscriber, and they just kept raising it. Same with Disney Plus.
But I'm not a subscriber to Amazon Video. I'm a subscriber to the Amazon Prime, and then the fact, yes, I have to deal with some ads. Excuse me, but I don't pay for YouTube Premium because YouTube Premium, unless you do their gaming one, which I'm going to have to trust YouTube to annotate that my video game history documentaries are gaming related so I don't get ads. I'm going to have to trust them on that. Just trust me, bro. Yeah, I'm going to fucking trust YouTube. Sorry.
Do you want to test it? Because I actually have Premium. That's another thing I get. It's Premium Light. So
but my point is
$8 a month.
Yeah, Premium Light. There it is again. Don't do that step up. I'm paying for a service. Just tell me what it is.
Ads. I'm not watching ads. They're mostly irrelevant. I don't buy shit, and it's all for just consumeristic.
Come on, man. You're a kid in the 90s.
What?
You're a kid in the 90s. You fucking watched ads growing up, and you had no problem watching the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle action figure commercials.
Yeah, when shit was cool back then. And I like... The 90s were cool. Now it's just a bunch of fucking detergent commercials and car commercials. How many cars are we going to buy? How many cars do you need in your life? How many fucking car commercials am I going to watch?
I don't get a single one of those.
Oh my God. They're constant. Car commercials on Twitch, on YouTube. Well, not anymore, but if I deviate from the gaming or weirdly cosmetics, which I watch cosmetic shit all the time. No, it's like this YouTube Premium Light is gaming and cosmetic content is ad free for some reason. Like, I guess those are linked somehow. I don't know, but yeah, dude. I'll go out to restaurants with TVs and like there'll be a game on. It'll just be constant ads, and I'm like, it's just all fucking poison and bullshit. I don't want to get into it. I can't stand it.
Yeah, no, I get it. But my point is, I pay for the benefit that I actually use, which are the delivery services, being able to get things, because managing the chaos that is this house, I'd be like, oh shit, I needed to order this, and I just now noticed we're low, and I ain't got time to go to the store because I got to play a game or podcast or take somebody to a football practice, whatever that shit looks like, right? So I can just go on, boom, it's at my doorstep within 24 hours, good to go, happy, lucky. So
it's great.
The video service is kind of a bonus, if you will. It's not an advertisement feature of why I'm paying for their suite of things, if you will. So that in my mind, that's how I end up justifying it. So to be honest, there are some good things on it, on their services. Go check, most are The Boys. I love that show, dude.
Yep. I used to watch The Boys when I was subscribed, and I think I'm caught up, and I think there's only one last season. That's a great fucking TV show.
Yeah, I got to catch up, but that was a win kind of thing.
Yeah. Absolutely. But there's more losers than winners for sure. There's some gems in there. Am I excited? God of War, this God of War content exists? Yes. Am I excited for the people that are going to watch it? Yes. Am I interested? No. Will I watch it? Who knows? Yep. Time will tell. I don't know.
I'll come over to your place and we'll log in, and you can watch. We can watch it together.
Well, then I'll fucking watch it. We'll have a little watch party. Now, does Amazon Prime release all of them all at once, or do they drip feed you every week?
I think they do. It's been a long time, but I think they drip feed it. So we can wait when it does hit, as a worst case. And to be honest, man, the storyline that they're going to follow will be good, because as good as God of War and God of War Ragnarok is, I don't remember shit from Ragnarok. I really don't.
Oh, I remember that game pretty prominently.
That game was so many fucking games ago that all I remember is boy.
God of War 2018 is very prominent in my memory as well. I watched The Last of Us on HBO Max or whatever. The whole time I was watching it, there was one episode that deviated from the game. It was the best episode in the season, honestly. But the whole time I was watching, I was just like, the game's fucking better. You should just play the game. You should just play the game. But I get the barrier of entry there. So anyway, I'm happy this exists, and that is a great choice of casting. They're going in the right direction, and I just want to see them do the IP justice, because God of War is one of my favorite IPs.
Yeah, absolutely. They're in good hands. Good casting choice. You got a good showrunner in Ronald D. Moore. Yeah, I've said before, Battlestar Galactica the reimagining is probably one of my favorite series, a TV series. So there's much success, and we'll see when the product finally releases.
We just got a video game adaptation that released today in theaters, and that's Return to Silent Hill, I think they called it.
Something like that. I mean, what was it? Return.
It's a rehashing of Silent Hill 2. It's currently has a 9 on fucking Rotten Tomatoes. So what are they doing? What are you doing? Just go fucking play the game. Get into video games and play the game.
Oh, it's bad. No. It's bad when IGN gives you a 5 out of 10.
Well, yeah. I love Silent Hill. Silent Hill 2 is one of the best. Played the original, didn't finish it. Played, finished, and platinumed the recent remake. What are you doing bringing out a shit fucking movie regarding the IP? You want to generate hype for this IP because you're remaking 1. What are you doing? Who's heading this? Who's in charge of this? So that's why I have my reservations for Zelda movie and God of War and the Horizon movie or TV series they're making. So Super Mario Galaxy movie, have my reservations for that, but the Mario Brothers movie was really good. So we'll see. I don't know. All these video game adaptations, the rehashing the story I've already played. I'm like, I'm just watching a retelling, So
yeah, absolutely, man.
Good casting choice, though.
Absolutely. We'll see you when you finally release. Speaking of things releasing,
take your time.
Yeah, take your time. Speaking of things releasing, we got things that are not coming out now.
Let's save that for last.
That is last. That's all I got for you this week, folks.
We're going to talk about the Game Informer cover story.
You want to talk about that? Go ahead and send it. You already kind of teased it. Go ahead, man. You're crazy about it. Do it.
I do. Game Informer, as you know, has a physical magazine, and they release information on the what's going to be on the cover and what's going to be the prominent main theme or article in the magazine. So recently we got Dragon Quest VII. They had a phenomenal 15-page article on Dragon Quest VII and the history of Dragon Quest, which was incredible. Most recently we had World of Warcraft Midnight. Not really interested in that. I don't play Warcraft, but people that play Warcraft, really good article. I just kind of skipped through all of it. But the next Game Informer cover reveal is going to be 007 First Light. So I'm super excited for this. First Light, high on my list of anticipated games for this year. And I would frankly love to read more. I don't want to watch more, but reading more, awesome. What do you think? You're super excited for 007.
Yeah, I'm excited for 007. I'm excited to get this cover. We'll see it when it finally returns. I've been getting a lot of weirdness with my Game Informer. So I'll get one that comes really late, and then a week later the next one arrives. So I don't know what's going on with the timing and the printing.
Reach out to him.
I still get them, so I'm not complaining. Like if they miss an issue or start missing issues, then I'll have then I'd be starting to get worried. But they eventually make it there.
I recently got my Warcraft issue like a week ago. I dude, as soon as they announced that they were coming back and you could sign up for the physical magazine, I was fucking there, and I immediately signed up. You kind of signed up a little later, right?
Yeah, I signed up later. Because I mean, I saw your subscription, and I'm like, okay, this would be kind of cool. Support an organization that I really do appreciate from their reporting perspective, and the fact that they're doing the subscriptions directly feeds into that drain of pool of not being bought out by the GameStops and the IGNs who are going to try to influence and be like, well, no, sorry, the Return to Silent Hill movie is actually a 7 or whatever, right? Keeping that independent spirit is what the kind of thing that I will absolutely support 10 out of 10 times.
Exactly. And if you can't support them, listeners, if you're listening to this, I mean, dude, the last magazine I got, it's beefy. I think it's like 200 pages or something like that, and just very, very few ads. Like before, I was a Game Informer subscriber for a fucking decade, and they just kept getting more and more ads. But now, super high quality, a lot of content, really great articles, good writing, no AI from what I've seen, and very, very few advertisements in the mag. So I'm happy with it.
Yeah. Same here. I'm curious to see, because as you know, with the cover, the cover story means there's going to be extensive coverage on the game. It's one of those I've already kind of seen enough. Shut up and take my money situation. But there's still a couple of things that I'm more curious about. Couple of things that I'm still curious about with there, because like you had me up until the point where you announced who the villain was, and I'm like,
we'll see.
Really? We're gonna go with Lenny Kravitz. Really? Like the man
apparently he was really good in something that escapes my memory.
Must not have been that good. Hi-oh!
I didn't see it, but someone told me he was he acted in it, and I was like, oh, okay, so he does have acting experience. And this particular piece of content it did well. So I don't know. I guess I won't knock it until I see it.
Yeah, I'll try not to. But like I said, when it's always how do I put this without being an asshole? Because it's not 100% true. But generally speaking, when you got a game that gets hyped up and it's going in this creative direction, and it could be anything, right? And then they're like, by the way, here is the star of here, look who we're bringing in. And it's an actor musician from 40 years ago that, my wife probably screamed about when she was a teenager, but now she's a 39-year-old woman married to me for 20 years. It kind of turns into a question of, is this guy here really just for the paycheck, or this individual, should I say? I'm sorry, not to pick on you, Mr. Kravitz, if you're out there. But it's why? Like, but why? There's so much good young talent, and then you do this callback. It's kind of jarring in that regards. If you'd gone in and you said, hey, by the way, this person's going to help support the project, and you gave me a Pierce Brosnan, fuck yeah. But you're grabbing a musician from when you and I were in high school. That's a little weird to bring into a modern action video game.
Right.
If that makes sense.
It does. It does. I hear you. We'll see how he does. The cover is on GameInformer.com. And another exciting thing is there's another article in here, and they have just a little piece of text on the thumbnail image of the cover. It says, looking ahead to our most anticipated games of 2026. So that's exciting. The digital issue releases January 27th. So you can get this digitally, read it on your iPad or phone or device of your choice. And then the physical edition will come out, they say, in the subsequent weeks. So I usually get it about a week later, but it sounds like you've been getting about 3 or 4 weeks later.
Depends, man. It really depends. And I really want this because that cover looks so fucking good.
It does.
I'm like, oh, let me see that baby.
But you can find these in newsstands and bookstores too. They're now on newsstands and bookstores. So Barnes and Noble, check it out, support them. They're a good group of individuals over there at Game Informer. They are masters of their craft. They're really good writers. They've been in the game for a while. I actually know someone that works there, but that's not why I'm talking them up. It's just I've been a subscriber and promoter of Game Informer for a while because they have a passion for the medium and they know their shit. So
yeah, absolutely, man.
I'm very excited for this issue. 007 First Light. Can't wait. I have it pre-ordered. I'm in day one. I'm sold, but I'd love to read a little more on it. So
yeah, absolutely. I don't blame you. Anything else you want to talk about with the fine folks out there before we get to our final topic ending what we're playing this week?
No, I guess we'll end on a sad note.
Yeah, no, we got to talk about this, man. Yeah, this broke
today, which today means Wednesday. When you're listening to this released yesterday.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. This started, in fact, this started so much that it kind of drowned out some other items that I totally forgotten about, like the Silent Hill movie that we discussed earlier. It was like, what the hell? I forgot about that. There's a couple of different angles from this. There's a couple of side stories that have been coming off of this. So I'm going to set it up, and then you can grab whatever angle you want, and then just kind of go back and forth from there. Yeah, hey. So Ubisoft has officially decided to go ahead and cancel 6 titles, as well as delay up to 7, folks.
God, please no.
and
not on the podcast, Bob.
Oh, it's too late. That happened last week, and you know it.
I wanted to forget.
Never forget. See, we keep things light around here. All right. But no, Ubisoft has decided to do some restructuring. Layoffs are expected to be happening in the near future, in the immediate future, as well as reorganizations. And several games have been canceled. Several have been reported as being delayed. So who knows what the future is going to happen to those. Most notably, before I kick it over to you, the one game that was known to be in production and imminently to be announced and released soon has been canceled, and that is the Prince of Persia remake, which I'm just pissed off about because I drafted it, so now I got to drop it. Well, I picked it up, now I got to drop it.
Thankfully, you can drop it.
And yeah, we're gonna go to kick it over to you, man. This shit sucks. I'll let you angle whatever angle you want to go at. Initial thoughts.
Sure. Ubisoft has always been a very prominent publisher, and they have made a lot of really great games and a lot of bad games. Would I say I'm a huge connoisseur of their games? No. One of their IPs is one of my favorite, though, and that's Assassin's Creed. That's kind of been falling from the wayside recently, though. Black Flag is in my top 5 favorite games of all time. I hope Resynced is still in the works. 1, because I have it drafted, and 2, because I really want to fucking play it. Valhalla was great. Shadows, still haven't played it. So I'm a huge fan of Assassin's Creed, and they've kind of fell off. They've been doing a lot of microtransaction stuff. A lot of their games are padded. Star Wars Outlaws, I heard some mixed things on. They've been chasing the wrong things, and I don't think they've been focusing on the right things, which are the games and the gameplay and the quality and the consistency and the fun factor. So they're just chasing a lot of games to service stuff. Unfortunately, in this announcement, they were like, we're going to focus on games as a service and generative AI for the player. Fucking what? Why? Just no. Personally, I haven't been playing a lot of Ubisoft games. I loved Rayman. Watch Dogs. Oh God, I love the idea of Watch Dogs and the release trailer, but then when I got my hands on it, I was like, oh, this is not great.
Oh, you didn't like the first one?
I didn't finish it.
Oh, Bad form, man. Bad form. First Watch Dogs, I don't know. I disagree with you. First Watch Dogs was good.
Okay. Gotcha. Yeah. Then Watch Dogs 2, played it, didn't finish it. I've played and finished and platinumed a ton of Assassin's Creed games. Huge Assassin's Creed fan. Is Hexe still in the mix? Because Hexe was supposed to be an Assassin's Creed in the 1500s during the Salem witch trials, which was an awesome concept. And I really hope that's not on the chopping block. Things are fuzzy. We don't know what's on the chopping block and what's not. And ironically, one I'm not even the least bit interested in, it's been in development for 18 years, Beyond Good and Evil 2 is not. It's still in development. What? I don't understand. I don't understand.
I don't know, man. You're absolutely right. The fact that it is that game got canned, but Prince of Persia did not.
I was excited for Prince of Persia. That's
Same
a
here.
bummer. That's
Same
a
here.
bummer.
Because I know those leaked images came out a few weeks ago, but my thing was they hadn't announced shit. That was leaked information, and you do not know what state those images came from. For all you know, those were like a early rendering or what have you, and you have no idea. You really don't until something official gets is actually announced, or a trailer is actually announced, should I say, and released. Black Flag Resynced is. We don't know where that's at, but my guess is, and what I've been hearing is it's not canceled, but it's one of the group of games that's been pushed back. So that means it's probably going to hit 2027 instead of 2026,
we'll see.
which is a maybe. But that's a huge bummer. You're right. I don't fucking. This is frustrating. This is really frustrating because I was a latecomer to the Assassin's Creed franchise, but I played Rayman Legends on so many fucking platforms. It's unreal, dude.
That's one of the most rare platinums I have.
Yes. Because I don't have it because I played it on a non-PlayStation platform. But yeah.
There was an online component and they were shutting off the servers. And I was like, I got to get this. And the online component is you basically have to get a certain amount of points to get a specific level, but to get a certain amount of points in that time before they shut off the servers, I had to get gold every day for 6 months on all the online challenges. And I fucking did it. I logged in every day for 6 months. I had an Excel spreadsheet because I'm that touched in the head. And I got gold. And to get gold, you have to be in the top 10% of the speed run or gauntlet challenges.
Holy shit, dude. Gold
every day for 6 months. And I did it. I don't know why, but it's one of the rarest platinums I have. Rayman Legends. Really, really great games. So
dude, that's all right. That's all right. That may be a little wild. Let me while we talk about this, I gotta look because you got me curious now about my gamer score. I looked I know I played it on the Xbox side of the house. So the question is, what game or what was that score? Because you don't get a platinum trophy; it's out of 1,000 points, or at least in most instances. So now I'm kind of curious of where did I leave that off at? But I'll get to that. That's another time, and I'll tell you about it. I played. Did you ever play the? It's not an Ubisoft game directly, but it was co-developed with Nintendo in mind, or they developed it with Nintendo. And
the Rabbids.
Yeah, did you play Rabbids?
No.
Dude, that game fucking surprisingly is awesome.
Mario and Rabbids?
Yes, Kingdom Battle?
Yeah. No, I'm not a fan of the genre.
Okay, that's fair. Well, I'll say that for anybody that says they're not a fan of the genre, I would strongly suggest giving Kingdom Battle if there's a demo out there or you know somebody that has it. Like I have a copy, I'd loan it to you happily. I recommend at least giving it a shot because it's not XCOM, so you kind of don't really notice the genre. Like it's there, but you kind of you oversee it because it's so colorful. It's got so much cool personality to it. But that I don't know how that's not the point. The point is, I'm really sad, dude. This shit sucks.
From an industry standpoint, it's terrible. Ubisoft is a huge player. This is a huge shakeup. I don't know if their focus is the right one and consumer friendly. And a lot of people are losing their jobs, which is fucking terrible. And a lot of good artists, a lot of good creators, they're losing their jobs, and it really sucks. So, from an industry standpoint, this is terrible, terrible news. Does it affect me personally? Do I play a lot of Ubisoft games? No. Am I super sad to see it happen? Yeah, I am. It fucking sucks.
Yeah, no, I don't blame you on that one. I will say this though, I'm never about having somebody lose their job. It's never an experience that I want anybody I know to go through, let alone somebody I don't know. Um, Scratch that, reverse it. The point is, Ubisoft, like if you worked at one of their teams, part of their support teams, or you should see the writing on the wall at this point.
Right.
Sure, yeah. Ubisoft employs more people than fucking Sony.
Yeah.
Not PlayStation, but fucking Sony, the bigger company. That's for a game developer and publisher. That's unreal. Like they are way overbloated. Sands of Time remake, I was excited for, but it's been in development hell for the last 7 years, I want to say. Good and Evil 2, which supposedly is still sticking around, has been in for 18 years. Black Flag Resynced should have been a layup, easy remaster, get it out the door. And you spend all of that time with almost 20,000 people before they started making cuts, developing these games, and then you shit out things that, quite frankly, aren't always the greatest. Sometimes they are. I didn't play what's the
Shadows?
Shadows. I didn't play Shadows.
The DLC for Shadows. Have you seen clips of it?
No, I haven't yet.
It's bad. It's bad. The animations are not great. I feel like Ubisoft has been cutting corners. Their quality has degraded significantly. And, people start voting with their wallets. And this is what happens. So if you focus on quality, if you focus on creating a good story and shipping a complete fucking game to your players, then I think there's success in that.
Mm-hmm. So I agree. There's something there, and you're right about the quality aspect of it. You and I both played, Valhalla.
Loved Valhalla. It's like top 5 Assassin's Creed games. It has the bones and the DNA of Black Flag.
It kind of does. You played Odyssey, right?
Yeah, but I didn't finish it because I'm a huge Greek mythology fan, so this doesn't make any sense. I started with Alexios, and I just wanted to punch him in the mouth every time he talked. And apparently, Cassandra was the better choice, so I do want to go back. It runs beautiful 60 frames on PS5, but again, the game is super fucking padded, and it takes about 160 hours to complete. Would I go for completion? Yeah, I would. I'm trying to put space in between my Assassin's Creed. So Valhalla was like a year ago. Maybe Odyssey will be a playthrough for me. I'll have to restart. I got like 25 hours in, and I just could not stand Alexios anymore. His voice actor was just not good. The mocap was not great, and he was annoying as fuck. But I've talked to other people that they played Cassandra, they loved her, and I don't know. I wasn't feeling it, and I just put it down, and I never went back.
See, that's funny. I liked them both. I really did. I played Odyssey quite extensively, and I actually enjoyed it. I think I want to say I played Alexios, and I can overlook a lot of that. I play some weird games like where I'm going to talk about later, Octopath. Like the voice acting sometimes when you're translating or you're doing localization, sometimes things are a little off, but you get over it. And I gotta say, compared to Valhalla, Odyssey, from what I remember, ran a lot better. Valhalla felt fucking heavier, clunkier. The quality wasn't there.
Getting right off the heels of Origins too, which I platinumed, which I probably shouldn't have. It was like 130 hours.
Oh,
but it's kind of all those games in that era. So Origins, Odyssey, and Valhalla, they were kind of rinse and repeat, man.
They kind of were, and that's why I remember Odyssey better, because it was Odyssey, Origins, and Valhalla. And Odyssey, because I played a little bit of Origins too. Odyssey just felt more succinct. Like there wasn't much of fat on
Spartan
it.
Kick was fun.
Yeah, Spartan. Yeah, I did that the whole fucking game. But by the time I got to Valhalla, and it was like, okay, I launched the game, and then I got a pop up that said, "Here's the latest things going on in the world, and here's where you can buy them. And if you do this, you'll get in-game currency." I was like, dude, I'm here for a 130-hour solo adventure. Get fucked.
Yep. And I mean, if you bought it on launch, $60 game, you're paying $60. You shouldn't be bothered with that kind of shit. So I think that's where Ubisoft misstepped mostly, is they just kept pushing the microtransactions. They kept releasing unfinished products. They kept doing season passes, games as a service. The Skull and Bones fell flat on its face, and they kept misstepping. And then this last DLC for Shadows was fractured and incomplete and terrible from what I've seen. I haven't played it. I don't know for a fact. The clips I've seen, though, are rough. And they did like Final Fantasy crossovers, and they did Attack on Titan crossover in this last one. And just, I think they need to shift focus. And it sounds like they're not. It sounds like they're focusing on the stuff that made them fail. So I don't know. I wish them the best. I hope they succeed. They're a huge player in the market and the industry. But it's not going well. And I don't see it going well for the foreseeable future. So whatever.
It sucks. Is what it is.
Yep. Yeah. We'll see how it plays out. Bold strategy, Cotton. We'll see how it plays out.
Hey, we'll see how it like you said, I see how it shakes out. Honestly, this sucks, but this is a good thing. This needs to happen. They've been needing to downsize. They need to get a reality check and a kick in the nuts.
Yeah. I'm concerned because they said their focus is going to be on games as a service and generative AI. Why? That's not a good step in the right direction.
Well, we'll see what ends up happening of it. Okay.
And I'm just wondering what these other projects were that we didn't hear about. Was Splinter Cell in there?
Now you're starting to get at the crux of the problem for me. What else is what else wasn't officially announced? And we may never know, to be honest. Splinter Cell might just be another, and this brings it all the way back to why we're drinking fucking Lacto Cooler tonight. Now you see where I'm going with this one, because they could just shut up about it. They could pull a high guard and just go dark and silent, and then be like, "Hey, what are you talking about? We don't remember saying shit." And Splinter Cell will, unfortunately, probably end up as one of those.
Man, that's what could have been. What could have been.
That's okay.
Speaking of high guard, still haven't heard anything from them. Releases in 5 days.
Still haven't. I do want to say, it's a game as a service narrative experiences. So open world adventures and game as a service narrative experiences supported by targeted investments, deeper specialization, and cutting edge technology, including accelerated investments behind player facing generative AI. We have no clue. That is some corporate ass speak. If I've ever, and I've worked for some corps. That is corporate ass marketing speak. So we'll see what happens.
Thank you for clarifying that.
Yeah. That's exactly what they said. That's quoting directly from the press release that was announced.
Yep.
Who knows? Does it mean that generative AI will be used as a way to make things efficient? I mean, to be honest, and we don't have to get into this, but to be honest, I wouldn't care. I would still, as long as it's fucking good.
We've had AI in video games in the last 40 years.
Yeah, we have. Absolutely.
Well, not this type of AI. So who knows?
Yeah, but if they're talking generative AI, do you need to pay? And I don't want to get too deep into it, but I'm going to just propose the question to you like this: do you need to pay a concept artist $75,000 a year to create the foliage of a game that takes place in Greece?
Not the foliage, but the character art, the environment art. Absolutely, you fucking do.
Yeah, but my point is, there are certain things where generative AI is going to become, it can be very good to help with the cost saving measures.
But yes, but this is my concern. If they go too far with it and they start having AI write the stories and they start having AI model the characters and they start having AI model the environments and rendering, just, use AI for the repetitive shit, right? They've been doing that for a while. UE4, I think, started that. But don't create characters out of it. Don't create stories or plot points or side quests. Don't start that shit. I think we're going to start seeing that. And I think we need a governing body like the ESRB to put on the package made with AI.
I honestly don't agree.
Gotcha.
That's okay. So AI is fundamentally a tool, right? Like anything else, it's been a tool, and a tool is only as good as the person wielding it. And the analogy I'll give you is you take 1,000 people and you all give them a hammer and a bucket of nails, roofing nails, and you say, "I need you to go roof me this house, one of these houses," and you got 1,000 houses in a lot. 990 of them are going to be fucking shit. Nobody's going to want to buy that house, but 10 of them are going to look good. This is going to be the same case with AI, because I can go right now and go online and I can start making my own script for something. I'd be like, create me a story revolving the life of Matthew Stenson. And it's going to create a story. And I can go in there and try to touch it up, but I'm not a storyteller, dude. I don't tell. It's not my line of work.
There are storytellers out there, and it's their job. And storytelling is sometimes sloppy and not purely logical. And the creative process is human originated.
Sorry, folks, you're seeing my cat. He loves to do this during podcasts. My point is, wait until it's going to happen. Give this. I hope you and I are around long enough, but there's going to be a prominent writer, director, whoever, and then it's going to come out that their stories were written using generative AI, and everybody's going to lose their minds because the person won 15 something else awards and has been nominated. It's going to happen. And then the wool's going to be cut over your eyes. And that's what's going to piss people off the most. Because that's what pisses me off, is if I look and I'm like, is that AI? And then I get tricked and I go, shit, it was. That's what pisses me off. Not the fact it was AI, but the fact it was used to trick me. So at the end of the day, go ahead.
Yeah, it's all over social media now. And I don't know. We could do a whole podcast topic on AI.
Oh, we absolutely could. But the point is, I'm not sure. I agree with you though. I'm not sure. I'm not sure I trust the Guillemot family to have their company use a generative AI in a way for a force of good and actually leverage it properly, simply because they've had so much manpower to be able to generate and manage some really good IP, Prince of Persia, Rayman, so on, and Assassin's Creed, Rainbow Six, so on and so forth, right? And they have fumbled the ball. They fumbled the ball in a way that can only be, this is something that's going to have books about written in it. There are going to be books about this. Written in the future. There's going to be documentaries. This is a collapse similar to the move of Sega leaving the console space. Xbox's ultimate move over to being a publisher. This is the kind of thing that's going to happen. So when you have that kind of a situation, I don't trust them with that power, simply because they're going to muck it up. They're going to be the one that's going to put the roof shingles on backwards.
Yep. And this story is developing, ongoing, and when new news comes out from it, we'll report on it and tell you all. So, bummer.
That is a bummer, man.
Yep.
What would you say we talk about some things that'll make us happy? Let's talk about some games.
Yeah, we ended on a low note and a negative note on the news, but all of what we're playing is pretty positive. So, what do you say? Let's just talk about the game we've been playing. We've been streaming. Shout out to Admiral Merps Caleb. He showed us this game, and the moment I saw it, I was like, "Well, fuck! Where'd this game come from?" Absalom, Dragon's Crown meets Hades, and it is great. The art style, I'd say, cel shaded, really cool art style. It is a 2.5D side-scrolling beat 'em up roguelite.
That was a word bowl of words there.
Yeah. It's a genre sandwich, like most games are. Awesome presentation, great music, very fun to play, and has co-op, online co-op. And we played a bulk of this in co-op. We both had the platinum. When we learned that the solo runs were way fucking easier, we went for the platinum. So yeah, we had a blast with this game. 4 playable classes. You got a dwarf, a puppet, a night elf, and a frog mage.
I'll take that.
Yeah. Super fun to play. If you ever played Dragon's Crown, it's got the gameplay of Dragon's Crown and then more gameplay from Hades. So the roguelike aspect. And then you're getting abilities as you go through. You're collecting items, awesome bosses, awesome levels, very diverse enemy design. The final boss was really cool. Really cool story if you dig into it. You don't really have a lot of time to absorb the story because it's so fun to play and so fast paced. But yeah, this was suggested to us by Caleb, and we finally got to it, played it, loved it, and platinumed it. So I know you loved it, Bob.
Yeah, this game was really, it hit a special spot. A very perfect mix of different genres. This is a good example of why I like what's going on in the roguelike side of things, because you look at like Hades, you look at Balatro, you look at like Blueprints and so on. You can take these subgenres of it, or subgenre style games, or concepts of a game, and then put the roguelite tag on it, and as long as it's executed correctly, you can have a game you can just have somebody keep going back to and keep it going forever. I love it because it highlights the one thing that we say about games: gameplay is king, and the gameplay in this is phenomenal. I couldn't tell you shit about what was going on in that story because I was ready to just fuck shit up and get that next itch and see what the next roll was and see what was the ability. Was I going to get gold? Was I going to get an item? What was going to happen? Like I was hooked hardcore. Like you said, the one thing we gotta mention, you did mention, is if you're going to play this, play co-op to get an achievement or two, to play with your friends and have a good time, but do not go for a platinum run in co-op. That's the one big weakness behind this game. I'd
say the health is like 4 times the padding.
The enemies are so much big, take up so much more damage. There's so much going on the screen with 2 characters, so you lose track of your character model at times. You take damage. It's really tough to go for a platinum run with co-op. Now, if you go by yourself and you get a couple of lucky runs, you can do it. And then, for those that may not know, if you are and you're not too, you can swallow your pride. They do have accessibility options, and I'm saying this in air quotes, where you can just, make yourself invincible if you want, or take a certain amount of reduced damage, increase your damage output, and it doesn't affect trophies. So I think that's really cool, personally, because you can customize the experience as you want.
It should disable trophies.
I know I know that would be your opinion.
It should. I might have used it to do the final run to reset the world so I could then do the normal runs. Just a little bit.
I don't. Yeah. Hey, you know what? None of your platinum doesn't count then.
I mean, I still got it.
Yeah. No. But yeah, this was a really fun game, dude. I enjoyed playing it. Caleb really nailed it with the characters we were going to enjoy and like playing. There's some of these elements, man, just, I don't want to spoil anything because mechanics are kind of a spoiler for this type of game, but it get out of fucking hand really fast. And then when you finally get that right combination of build and you get the right roll of equipment and abilities or whatever, it just, you feel so warm and fuzzy inside.
Oh yeah. You get your fire, you get your water, you get your wind, your lightning, and then they start getting a little crazy with it, which is awesome because I thought they were just going to do the typical. I think there's 8 elements in the game. I thought they were just going to do the typical 8, but a lot of them are really interesting and really cool, related to the gameplay. So yeah, we won't spoil anything, but yeah, Dotemu made it or published it, I believe. It's double A and came out of nowhere. It's sitting at like in the 80s on OpenCritic, so it got really good reviews. Really fun to play. The soundtrack is awesome. I really enjoyed that soundtrack. There were a couple bangers in there, and yeah, just it's a really solid title. I kind of, dude. Now that we have the platinum, right?
Yeah.
And it started clicking with me when I start going solo. I kind of want to do like maybe a run or two co-op and see how well we do now. Honestly, would you be up for that?
I could be probably persuaded to do that.
And I want to use the frog more. I used the frog once for a trophy and to just run through the game with all 4 characters. Dude, he is awesome. So
I told you.
Yeah, you start out with 2 characters. All 4 characters on the cover art. They're on. It's not a spoiler, but you start with 2 characters: the dwarf Carl and the night elf Galandra. But then the other 2 characters you have Cider and Brom. And Cider, dude, I kind of paid attention to her backstory. She's got a cool backstory. So she's like they call her a scarecrow puppet thing. And then you have Brom, which is a frog mage, and he like floats, and all very diverse play style with all 4 characters. So really fun game. If you want to check it out, I think it's $20. Like when we saw it at Caleb's, we were like, well, fuck, I'm buying that. And we both bought it and played it shortly after we got back. So,
yeah, it was I want to say it's a $20 game. And being a side scroll and beat 'em up, there's definitely, how do I put this? So they definitely thought the design through. They didn't just say, hey, here's the word mesh we're going to put together with. And you really got to pay it to, like, you got to stop and think about it, because like it's not like just dodge, block, and whatever. Like you've got very specific types of dodges, and you got very specific types of parries, and it's not called a parry, but you've got these things in there, and you got to pay attention on the screen and know and be like, oh shit, I'm being hit with this. I need to do this type of move. I need to do this, all while managing your other types of resources. So it's really fun on that. I looked. So on Metacritic, this is sitting at an 87, and on OpenCritic, it's 86.
Yeah, dude, that's huge. Anything in the 80s is awesome. Anything over 85 is stellar.
Stellar, in my opinion. Yeah. With user scores in the 8.5 range. So this game,
I would give it an 8. I would give it an 8 for sure.
Yeah. I would have been in that same frame between an 80 and 85, somewhere in there.
I just do the 10-point system. I don't need the fucking 100-point system where you have and just 10-point system. One solid number, whatever.
Yeah. It's a great 8. So it's not a solid 8. This is a great 8. That's why I like to break it down. Because Hell Is Us is a 7. If I tell you a game is a 7, you kind of go, ugh. Hell Is Us is a very solid 7.
7 is passable. 7 is passable. 7's a good game. It's not a great game. It's passable, though.
Yeah. But point is, at the end of the day, there were a couple of things that I didn't, and I'll go back and play with you, man. I'll be happy. But there's a couple of things that I found a little wonky. Hitboxes were a little weird. There was a couple of technical bugs. I don't know if you noticed this, but I thought it was my headset at first when we were playing last time.
I did have an audio bug once.
Okay. I thought it was my headphones, so I kept unplugging my headphones and plugging them back in, and then I would reset the audio on my PlayStation to the TV and then back to headphones, and it would clear itself for a few minutes. And then I played solo and heard it and went, oh, it's the crackling isn't my fucking headset. It's the goddamn game.
Yep. I actually bumped the sound effects down a little bit.
Okay. I'll have to keep that in mind.
Yeah, the audio balancing needed a little bit of work, but fun game overall.
Yeah, overall, definitely. Let's see. Anything else about Absalom? Because if not, you're playing about another game I really want to hear about your thoughts on, man.
Yeah, before I get into that, I'll go into my 2 games, and then you can finish it up with the games you're playing. But I platinum Skate Story. That was fun.
Yeah.
Skate Story again is you're in hell and you get a contract by the devil to eat the moon because you're a hungry demon that wants to sleep and you don't want any light and you're made of glass. So game's a trip. The ending was cool, very artistic. I went for the platinum, and very, very rare platinum, because you have to do 10,000 tricks. To put it in perspective, the whole run for the story, you get about maybe 2,000 tricks if you're doing tricks constantly. So for the platinum, you have to just stand and you have to just skate and do tricks constantly. And you have to do about 3.5 hours of this. And I did, because I got so far, and this was the last fucking trophy before the platinum, where I was just like, I got to do it. I got to do it. So thankfully, my headset I use can do concurrent Bluetooth. And I basically just threw on an LSM podcast, Last Stand Media, shout out to them. And I just did tricks. I did about 4 sessions of probably 30 minutes to 45 minutes, just constantly doing tricks. At one point, I thought it was bugged because I was doing that just constant. And the crazy thing is, 15 minutes in, the game starts like struggling because there's a memory leak. This game was made by one guy, Sam Ng, and there's a memory leak. And if you get a high enough combo, every time it saves, it starts freezing, and it gets worse and worse and worse and worse. And like 15 minutes in, after a couple freezes, it'll freeze for like 30 seconds saving. So you have to you have to make sure it saves, go back to main menu, quit out of the game, and relaunch the game. I did this about 15 times.
Oh, that's rough, man.
Per session.
Oh, I would have given up. I salute your persistence there, my friend.
Yeah, it's something. Yeah, persistence. I don't know. We call it something else, but I was one trophy away from the platinum, and I was like, I just have to. So randomly, I would just fire it up and do some tricks. I did like 250 tricks, and then I'd go to Absalom or something. So, I did that for Devil May Cry, like collecting the 10,000 orbs or whatever. If you have a trophy, just do it in bite-sized chunks. Do 45 minutes here and there, whatever. Or don't care about trophies and don't be a complete insane person like I am. But I did get that platinum. It is a very rare platinum. I think it's sitting at like 0.4. So because of that trophy, the 10,000 tricks trophy. So yeah, I popped get a score of 100,000 for a trick string. And I was like, that's like one of the hardest. And I was like, well, I did that. And now this is it's an easy, but it takes a lot of time. And I was just willing to do it. So you could say I'm chasing platinums because I got 3 platinums this month. So,
yeah. We know. Oh yeah. Our other one. I was like, what is the other one? We got Remnant this month.
Yep. And it's funny. We went from roguelike to roguelike, which I usually deviate genres, but it was different enough.
Yeah, that's what I love about the genre, man. Go play Blatro now.
Oh, dude. No. I'm saving my next roguelike for Hades 2.
Can't blame you.
Can't wait.
Don't blame you. Good choice.
Yep. But the next game I picked up, finally, one you've been stressing that I play, Shinobi, Art of Vengeance. I've been very excited for this game. I got the physical copy from Limited Run. I've had it on my shelf for a while. I let you borrow it, and then you had it, and you actually got it, and then you had 2 copies, and I was like, well, give me it back. I want to play it. So finally started that. Holy shit. Art style in this game's awesome. Gameplay is amazing. Gameplay kind of reminds me of a more intense, speedier Guacamelee.
Oh yeah, that I could see that. I never played Guacamelee, but I know what you're referring to. I know.
Oh, that's a Metroidvania, and Guacamelee 2 is phenomenal. Both of them are phenomenal. I never played any Shinobi before this. There were this and Ninja Gaiden Ragebound came out around the same time. This got better reviews. That's not the reason I played it. I love the art style of this. I played the demo on Switch, just looked and ran terrible. I just wanted to get a feel of how the game felt, and I loved it. And I was very excited to play this. It looks gorgeous, runs gorgeous, 60 frames, locked on PS5, no problems there. And I gotta say, man, I'm having a blast. The music is hitting. The gameplay super fun. I'm not great at it, but I'm sure it'll click at some point. And yeah, love the story. I'm vibing with the story, and got a really cool main character.
I love it.
What do you think of that? His name's Joe Musashi. He's part of the Oboro clan, and from what I know, it has bones and the feel of older Shinobi games. So yeah, I'm enjoying it very much. I'm probably going to play that. I'd be down to do Absolum run tonight if you wanted to, like one Absolum run, just to see how we do. But I'll probably play that after this, or maybe after our Absolum run. And I'm excited, man. The level design, awesome. The Metroidvania elements. It's not marking everything on the map, and I wish I had map markers. I'm just saying.
It does. If you're paying attention, it does.
It doesn't. Trust me. Maybe I'm missing something, but there's a couple.
We'll chat
of things.
Afterwards. There's a couple of things that I want to help you out with.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm streaming this. We stream Absalom. I'm streaming this on twitch.tv/NeoCharge, my personal channel. So check it out if you're interested in it. And I'd say it says I'm 40% through the game, and I've probably played, I don't know, maybe 4 hours. So it's a quick romp. I will not be going for the platinum. I will not. Anytime I see get S rank on all levels, I'm like, nope, checked out. Or any speed run, I usually check out on. I'll do my darndest to get as many trophies as I can. I love the metagame of the trophies. My focus right now is just getting through the game and having fun with it. And then I'll look at the trophy cleanup later. But other than that, man, it's a fast-paced, high-octane Metroidvania action game, and I love it. It's so fun, and just the animations, the build crafting, super fun. Really, really well done. Sega made this, so.
Yep, and their branding's on there. I'm assuming you got to what I'm talking about. Okay.
Yeah, I hit a level. No spoilers, but I hit a level that I was like, "Whoa, that's interesting." And dude, the music in this level hits. So
I knew this was going to be your game. I'm glad you're glad you're enjoying it.
Yes,
I'm excited to see if you get through some of the platforming optional challenges, shall we say.
I will definitely be doing the optional platforming stuff. If I can do the Path of Pain in the original Hollow Knight, I could do anything. And I platinum Prince of Persia too. So did you platinum Prince of Persia?
Prince of Persia doesn't hold a candle to Shinobi.
But you didn't play the Path of Pain in the original Hollow Knight, which is usually one of the hardest platforming challenges in the community. It's like community. They all agree that like it's one of the hardest platform challenges ever. That and Ukulele Impossible Lair is really fucking hard too, which I have platinum on that too.
Yeah, that one's really rough. If you can do Ukulele, I haven't played that or Hollow Knight, but I know the reference you're talking about for Ukulele. If you can do that, you'll be fine in Shinobi. You can get through Shinobi. So, but it is definitely like it sits in that. I don't know where it sits at on the Path of Pain, but I can tell you that the Prince of Persia. Their only problem I had was that final one, and you know what I'm talking about. Shinobi, there was a couple of them. I was like, "What the fuck?" I know I got that.
Did you do the DLC ones in Prince of Persia though?
Oh, they did DLCs?
Oh, yeah, the Mask of Darkness.
Oh, I don't do DLCs normally.
It was free. If I remember correctly. I think either free or $10. There was one that just made everything in the original game look like easy. It was a bad one. But yeah, if you don't know the Path of Pain, for our listeners, if you don't know what I'm talking about, just Google it. Just throw in YouTube Hollow Knight Path of Pain and watch that shit. Oh, I guarantee you they'll make it look easy, but just go try it if you're curious. And oh my god, that platforming is insane. So I'm excited to do some of these platforming challenges in Shinobi. There was just a small one that I gotta say, man, it was just like I went right through and I just did it. But I'm sure there's gonna be harder ones. So when I encounter one, you can tune in and check it out. So I'm excited to play more. Excited to play more.
That's awesome, man. I'm glad. You're gonna really enjoy the ending of that.
Hell yeah. I haven't looked at the trophies. I know of one trophy, just because when I looked at the trophy like difficulty, it was like this one trophy. So yeah, but we'll see. I'm just there for the ride at this point. Just playing the game, having a good time, enjoying it, not stressing, getting through it, rolling the credits, and then I'll look at that shit. That's how I roll.
I would recommend that for this game. Just roll with it, play it, enjoy it, and then put it down. If it really clicks and you're like, I want to do a speed run or S ranks, knock yourself out. I just saw it and realized I love the game, but I was like, I don't know if I want to dedicate the time it's going to take to master these individual levels.
Right.
I don't think we're connecting on that level because it's like, all right, I really like you, but I don't want to hate you by the end of this.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Yeah, a trophy hunt can sour the experience for sure. If you're not having fun, put it down. Simple as that.
Anything else this week? You've been a busy boy.
Yeah, I have. Playing a lot of Absalom, platinum that, and yeah, Shinobi, and then what's next? I don't know. I do want to play that Liza P DLC. I'm not gonna lie.
That's a tough one, man. All right, that's it. You're gonna go from hard game to hard game to hard game. You're on a masochist streak then if you do that.
Maybe I'll go back and clean up Sword of the Sea. Maybe I'll do that. That's a good one. That's a good one. It's a good one. Palate cleanser. So yeah. Before Dragon Quest 7 hits February 5th. Can't wait.
Or as a warm up, if you want. Chained Echoes has a DLC. Just throwing it out there.
It's true. It's true. And it's on sale right now. I think 15% off or something like that. $8. Yeah. That's true. It is turn-based. It is a turn-based RPG though, which I'm about to go into.
Yeah, but it's not like it's going to be a huge. They are different types of turn-based RPGs. Okay,
it's true. Maybe Sword of the Sea. Actually, that sounds good. That'd be a good palate cleanser.
Yeah, that's a good comfy game, cozy game. That's what you need.
Sword of the Sea is definitely cozy, and it hits that snowboarding itch.
Ooh, good point.
Yeah, my snowboard literally has a sword on it, so I'm literally playing Sword of the Sea when I snowboard. I have a sword. Awesome. I have a sword board. So, yeah, and it's Norse inspired. I found this thing used in great condition at the local ski shop, and I was like, I want that one. And he's like, well, how tall are you? And okay, this is the height you need. Oh, this is the height of the snowboard. This is your perfect size. And I was like, oh, it's meant to be. I'll take it.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah. It was very serendipitous. Like have you ever had the experience where you feel like you're in the right place at the right time and you're supposed to be doing this?
Nope, never in my life.
Yeah. it was that experience then, and I was like, well, I gotta buy it now. So yeah,
that's awesome, man.
Yep. Yeah. How about you, man? You've been playing a lot.
Definitely crunched. So let's get the stuff out of the way. We crunched Absalom together. Finished that platinum.
Streamed it too. So
streamed it too. Been jumping in and checking out League's latest season. I don't know if I'm going to be here for it, man. I'm like, they made some changes, and I'm like, I think this might be the time. Like, it's a lot of good stuff, but I think this is getting to the point where it's going from when I originally played the game, it was very simple, very straightforward. There was jank to it, but you loved it. Kind of like a Bethesda game. There's jank and you love it and you know it. Now they're getting so hyper focused and there's so much going on. I'm like, it doesn't feel the same. So I'm probably checked out on that, which is why I'm like, ooh, Marathon, you're calling my name, right? Arc Raiders, you're calling my name. I need another live service fix to play in the background. But speaking of streaming, I went ahead and did another run of Mega Man X over at our Shapes of Gaming Twitch channel.
Twitch.tv/Shapes of
Gaming. Yeah. So I started this up Saturday. And thank you first and foremost to everybody that showed up and tuned in. This game, as people and listeners know, this is in my top 3 games of all time. The music on this is just gorgeous. I already had the platinum, or not the platinum, because I played the Mega Man X Collection Volume 1 version. I had all of the trophies for Mega Man X already done. So for me, it was just doing it for the sake of having fun.
Love of the game.
The love of the game. This game still rocks. I love this game so much. It was awesome being able to do this again after a couple of years. It's funny because there are some things, and I don't want to spoil too much, but like the final fight, the boss has a weakness, or there would be another robot master that has a weakness, and I wouldn't use the weakness against him because as a kid, and this is not like trying to flex, this is just story of how I play this game or how much I played it, is I understood the boss pattern so much that I learned to just beat him with the X Buster instead of using the weakness because I was a kid and didn't quite understand that stuff. So it was definitely fun. Definitely go. I will say the good part of this is I'm probably going to end up doing X2 through X4 and finishing the Legacy Collection and getting the Platinum. It's just going to be over time. Yeah. I'm not going to do it in the next 2 months or something like that. We've got a lot going on, but when there's downtime and I've got a couple hours to kill, because this run took me like 2 hours to between 2 and
Impressive.
2.5. I think I'll go through and do some more.
Yep. Old Spark Mandrill.
Oh, I love that. I love that one.
That and Storm Eagle are some of my favorite tracks because we recently saw him. We're going to see him again. Bit Brigade. They did Mega Man X. They do a complete whole playthrough of Mega Man X, and they perform the music live on stage. This literally happened at MAGFest. So I just saw Mega Man X be played from front to back, and we're going to go see him again. When is it, like April or something?
Yeah. I think I want to say it's April or May.
In the springs.
Yeah, here in the springs. It's going to be a nice little night. I'm all for it, dude. But you're right. Spark Mandrill, Storm Eagle is such a great one. I like Chill Penguin personally. I think I just grew up with that level. That's the first level you start with. So short of the prologue. So that's always the one that's in my head constantly. But yeah, definitely call back on there.
I like how they went from mans. So like, Metal Man and Cut Man to animals. That's super cool. So yeah, and they continue that theme through the X series. So really cool. X4 Blizzard Wolfgang.
They do that. You're right. That's what I kind of like. Is X felt like an evolution of Mega Man. It wasn't just a continuate or like, oh, we're gonna just repackage it and start something new with something. They really evolved the series as a whole, from everything from the boss designs to story to mechanically. Original Mega Man is very jumpy. It's very platformy, and then Mega Man X kind of comes in and it's more fast paced. I appreciate that wholly. That's why I've always been a fan of X over the classics. I love the original Mega Man. I love the original Blue Bomber. But at the end of the day, X was a great evolution. And then they continued that into the Z series, which I thought was really cool, and the Battle Network and the Legends and everything else that goes with it. Capcom, I know you're giving me Mega Man next year, and I will be forever grateful that we're going to get 12. But please, can you continue the other series, please?
Yeah. What, XX? Or no, X8? Well, no, 8. It would be X9, right? Yeah. So 7 and 8, I haven't heard great things about them.
Well, yeah. What am I fighting for? If you know, you know. But yeah, definitely come check it out. I'll probably do X2, X3 in the future. I don't know when. Nothing nailed down. But
I'll be there this time. I won't be sleeping, probably.
Probably. But yeah,
it's your fault. We played Absalom till like 5 a.m.
Get good, son.
I know. I just got up. It was like 5 p.m. or something. I was like, it's dark out. Fuck. And you're like, You're like, I got up at 9 a.m. I'm like, what are you?
Oh, you want to know rough? And this is why I couldn't say anything bad, but it's Crystal Sunday right now as we're recording, so she's had the last 2 days off.
Yeah.
She texts me. She's like, I've had like 2.5 hours of sleep in the last 53 hours.
No, man.
I'm like,
sleep is super important for you, dude. It'll catch up with you.
It will. Oof. Well,
gotta get
we'll
it.
see. I'm built different. Yeah, no.
Cool.
And then of course
recover,
that's how I recover.
Yeah,
I'm going to recover tonight. After an Absalom run. Because
let's do it.
the other game I'm playing, I might. Let's do it. Let's stream it. The other game, I'm thinking I might get back. I don't know. I might play it tonight. I'm really debating, but I finally got hooked, and that's Octopath Traveler 0. The first time when I first started playing this, I knew there was an Octopath Traveler DNA in there, and it held the name, and it holds the same art style. The music is pretty much, and this sounds mean, but I promise it's a good thing. The music is almost cut and paste. There's some variations of the other stuff, but and what I mean by this is Final Fantasy. If I say Final Fantasy fanfare, everybody knows what I mean, right? Well, that same type of stuff is copied and pasted over from the other series. I will say this game there was a certain point where I was like, I don't know if this is really feeling it, and then something clicked, and I'm really enjoying what they're doing here. The party members, I don't know the total number, and I don't want to be too spoilerly, but I will say this game is quickly becoming bypassing Final Fantasy VI and become a Chrono Cross with the number of party members you can have.
Oh, okay.
Because it's really getting wild, but that's good because it creates a really customizable experience. The town building mechanic, kind of, it's not something that people are going to be really into. If you don't like town building, you're not going to like it. But if you like town building, you may actually like this.
I do not.
I don't hate it as much as I thought I would, or rather dislike as much as I thought I would. There's a couple of pieces that I'm like, really, it's not paced as well as I would like, in terms of, in order to do the next story beat of restoring, because what you're doing is you're restoring your town that you started in, and it's like, okay, there's story beats attached to that's attached to the main quest line, in the quest logs, but the quest log is like the main storyline stuff is really well paced. It's really well done. And then this is kind of there, and it's like, all right, well, hey, we really didn't have anything in between this point and this point in the story. This is a good time to inject a side quest. Why do we need to create a side quest when we already have the town building mechanic here? Go do this. And it feels a little weird in that regard. But I got to say, mechanically, this game is really good on its combat. It's a little bit easier and more approachable than the other Octopaths games in the series 1 and 2. The music, like I said, the music's really well done. It's pretty much the same thing. So if you know those tunes, they're still going to be there. They're still ever present. I will say there is a really cool. I don't want to say, how do I put this? There's a piece of this game that kind of almost feels like cheating, but it's also what makes the game more accessible. Is you have your starting town, and if you go to the world map at any time, you can just press R1. It'll point to the starting town, and you can be like, cool, I want to fast travel there. And it'll fast travel immediately. And the starting town, as you build up, will have a bed for you to sleep in so you can restore your resources. There's a shop so you can buy stuff. There's a place where you can make the meals you need. All of that is right there, and you can do it with a couple of clicks of the button. So it's really cool.
Dragon Quest VII does the same thing from what I've seen in the demo. You get zoom right off the bat.
Yep. So, absolutely.
Crazy.
And I will say, the final two things I'll say is, so some of the quests, they'll have what they call a threat level, which is really just recommended level. Sometimes it feels like that could have used a little bit more fine tuning, because there's some, it'll be threat level 21, and I'm like, but there was no battle, or there was no like thing that threatened me. This feels weird. And then there'll be another one where it's like, oh, it's threat level 19, and then I go in at level 22, and I'm like, what the fuck? I'm not getting my ass kicked, but I'm starting to struggle a little bit. And then finally, what I'll say is this story. There are some pieces of it that kind of don't. There's some of it that's kind of miss, but there are some pieces of this that are really, really dark, dude. Like there is, and I'll tell you offline because I don't want to spoil it. But there's one particular thread line with a boss that I was like, oh my god, they really went there. Like they legit went there. And if this had been in a fully 3D environmental type game, you think? Let's just put it this way: you think Claire went dark? You don't know shit yet.
Damn, I love when stories go dark. We don't live in a fucking world of sunshine and rainbows. Get into that dark shit.
Oh yeah, this one's really good in that regard. So I appreciate that. And then the last thing is, and this is just a little funny thing, is as I finished a main story beat, you're getting cutscenes. This is the one thing that I don't like about their story pacing is you'll move like 10 seconds and go into a building, and then they give you 3 minutes of a cutscene, which kind of sucks because it breaks up the pacing, and you're like, whatever. But there was one scene where they're showing a kingdom that you're going to, and they're in the big king's chamber where the king's sitting at his chair, and there's this character, and you can hear in the music, you're like, oh, these are bad guys, like based on the tones of the music, and this little character starts walking up, and I look and I go, that looks. All you can see is his backside, and I go, that guy's a fucking Kefka, ain't he? Like immediately I was like, that's a Kefka.
Nice.
And it turns around and it tells him his name, and they call him the name and then his title, which is Court Jester. I was like, you motherfuckers. So Square went and called back to their own game. And he is absolutely a bad guy. He is absolutely an asshole. So it is 100% Kefka without calling him Kefka. So
excellent. Okay.
Excellent for you Final Fantasy VI fans.
Nice. Very cool. Dude, Dancing Mad. Oh, yeah. That track.
Yes.
6.
But yeah.
I've heard
it. What's that?
I've heard Dancing Mad.
Oh, yeah, you've heard it. But have you really heard it?
Not yet. I'm happy to hear they're nailing it with the villain in this game. It sounds great.
Yeah, villains, should I say?
Villains, okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'll get more in depth for you afterwards because I don't want to spoil for anybody that's playing this. But this game is.
If I were to play an Octopath, I'd probably play 2.
Yes, I would, and that'll be my final thought. I think my opinion may change as I play this game. It's going to take me a while because it's a very beefy game. So this might be the last time that I really talk about it in extent. I'll give you final thoughts, but right now where I'm at. Definitely, if you're interested in Octopath, go play Octopath Traveler 2. It's probably on sale, and it is a so from a mechanical battle and difficulty standpoint, it's a little bit harder than 0, but it's more digestible as an overall package. Too. And it's on PS4 with a PS5 upgrade, I believe.
Oh, PS5. Okay, cool. It originally launched on. It was a launch exclusive for Switch. So, my question. Why is it still called Octopath when you're like 15 characters deep?
That's the part I don't understand why they did that, because that was the point of Octopath was you had 8 people that kind of like came together in this story. So I think they just kind of were like, well, the way I've been equating it is it's a Xenoblade Chronicles X.
Okay.
So Xenoblade Chronicles, Xenoblade Chronicles X is Xenoblade Chronicles in name, but when you compare it to 1, 2, and 3, the core of the series, it's not the same.
Gotcha. Okay. Gotcha. Interesting. All right. Yeah, dude, the names of these fucking games, Triangle Strategy, Octopath Traveler, they really got to work on these names. Come on, guys.
No. No, they don't. And Triangle Strategy is a game that's I've had my eye on it, but it just passed me at a bad time.
Well, now you have Tactics, so. Oh, I didn't mean to open that wound.
Oh, there's so many, too many fucking games. And on that note, I'm gonna go play some.
What's next for you though? Are you gonna dive into Chronos finally? You got to stream that shit.
If I do get into Chronos, I will stream it.
Oh, yeah.
I I have to figure it out. Like, I got to figure out what I'm going to do because Octopath is going to be continuously be playing, and I can manage 2 games at once, even 3 in some cases,
Ooh.
but they got to be different.
Yeah.
And they've got to be different beats and feels. Like, there's got to be one that I can get into and get out in 20 minutes. There's got to be one that I'm going to play long term. There's another one that fits in between. And I think Chronos might be a good side second side of the coin compared to the extensive RPG that is Octopath, particularly since I want to play 7, but I've already played 7. I played 7 15 years ago when it was on the DS. So Dragon Quest 7, that is. So
right.
I'll be excited to hear what you have to say because I'd like to play Chronos and then maybe get into Ghost or Ninja Gaiden 4 or who knows, by the time I'm done with those, 007 First Light will be here.
Right. Well, Resident Evil. Don't
or
forget
Resident
about that
Evil
one.
or Neo.
Yeah. 007 First Light is May. So it got pushed. And before that, we have Neo and Resident Evil 9 Requiem, which is end of February. So that's going to be your next launch title. Well, Neo might be your next launch. Neo 3 might be your next launch title. So
maybe I'd like to. It's so tough.
Yeah, we're kind of in a lull right now, which is nice. Like, usually December, January is pretty quiet with video game releases because it's the holidays. It's the first of the fiscal year, and it's kind of cool to have like a catch up period because I'm catching up on Shinobi. Shinobi was one of the games I wanted to play in 2025, and I'm finally getting to play it in our catch up period. But after February, it's gonna be boom, 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 boom because we got Neo 3, Dragon Quest 7, Resident Evil Requiem, Saros. The list goes on, right?
And Saros is the one game that I have pre-ordered right now.
Okay. Yeah.
Absolutely 100% pre-ordered. Day one, I'll be there.
Yep.
It's a roguelite. It is a spiritual successor to Returnal, which was a fucking phenomenal game. So this is 100% I'm on board day one.
Day one! I'm super excited for Saros. One of my most anticipated of 2026, actually. Huge fan of Returnal. Another one I'm very excited for, mid-March. Not a lot of people are talking about it, but I hope it does well, and I'm probably going to pick it up. Replaced.
Yeah, I forget about that one.
Pixel art cyberpunk 2D side scroller. Beat 'em up. Yes, fucking please.
I agree. And those are only the games we have confirmed dates for. Because the second Halo comes, I'm in.
Yep. Today we got a Xbox event, the developer direct. We know of 3 games. There's 1/4 hidden one. Might be a shadow drop. Who knows? And these other 3 games they're talking about don't have release dates. So they could come out sometime soon. We're going to hear, dude, Beast of Reincarnation. Super excited for that. One of my drafts I picked up. Game Freak making a game other than Pokemon. Fuck yeah. And then we got Fable. We're going to hear more about that. We got to get a fucking release date, right? If you're hearing this, it might have already happened because this is probably going to go live 11-12 p.m. on Thursday. And I think the event is at 11 a.m. So great event, right? Holy shit.
Did you hear? We got a release date for Fable.
We got Dragon Quest 12 Flames of Fate. What?
Oh, that would be great. But you're right, dude. We've got Halo, Control, Adventures of Elliot, Tomb Raider, Wolverine, and then my personal one that I'm excited for, Vampire Crawlers. Like, that's just the stuff that's in 2026 and we don't have a date for.
Oh, yeah. Onimusha. Exodus. I'm excited for Exodus. Valor Mortis. Bloodstain, The Scarlet Engagement. Jurassic Park Survival. Yep. So we'll see. We'll see how it shakes out. Either way, it's going to be an incredible year for video games. I'm always excited that there's too much to play. I'd rather have too much to play than too little.
Yeah.
And for the last fucking 10 years, we haven't had too little to play. I don't know what you guys are talking about. There's so many games for everyone, and we have plenty of games to play. So on that note, what do you say we play some video games and get the fuck out of here?
I agree, sir. Let's do this.
Excellent. Well, thanks everyone so much for listening. Hopefully you saw us on video. You saw our beautiful faces. And if it didn't work out, oh well, you're listening to our beautiful voices. And keep the conversation going. Hit us up on Discord and have fun gaming and talk about it.
Peace.